Welcome to Coffee Powered Systems, equipping women with actionable steps to overcome overwhelm and streamline business and life. So grab your favorite drink and come hang out with me. I'm your host, Miranda Merton. Welcome back to Coffee Powered Systems. Today is Tip Tuesday, where I give you the skinny on an app or a tool that could be useful for your personal productivity. And today I'm swinging a little bit different, and I'm going to talk about the new Clubhouse app. Well, kind of new for most of us. Clubhouse is actually still in beta, but it came out last year, at the beginning of last year, right around the time we all went into pandemic seclusion. Now it has gained a little more buzz, and a bunch more invites have been thrown out, and it's beginning to get a little more popular. I got an invite last week, and I wanted to just touch base on how I've used Clubhouse and what exactly it is and what all the buzz is about. So here's what you need to know. What is Clubhouse? If you haven't heard of it yet, it's another social media app. I know, like, we need another place to be social, right? I feel like there's so many things on my phone and I don't want to be social anymore. There's so many darn social media things out there. So what is Clubhouse? Clubhouse is different from the other apps out there right now because it is an audio-based social media app, which means it's kind of like, think podcasting, but live. Think live podcasting, but community and grouping. I like to think of it as an audio conference. Like, it feels like a giant conference that's going on 24/7. You can pop in and out of rooms, in and out of clubs, join conversations. You raise your hand to get up on stage when you ask questions. And that's what makes it such a community. It's very collaborative, it's very learning based, and the company describes itself as a new type of social product based on voice that allows people everywhere to talk, tell stories, develop ideas, deepen friendships, and meet interesting new people around the world. And I think it's all of that and more. Clubhouse is based around not just business, but any interests that you have in life, whether that be faith, television, business, sports, any other activities. There's so many different groups. There's thousands. And I actually just heard yesterday that they're actually looking to release 10,000 more groups coming here shortly. If you are not on Clubhouse yet, you actually need an invite to get on it, but you can download the app. Currently, it's only for iPhone users, so on iOS, if you've got an iPhone or an iPad, you can have access to the app. Download it. You can reserve your username. I would recommend using your real name or some form of that. It's all about making connections with real people. And go ahead and reserve your username. Once you get an invite, you'll be able to get access. And we invite based on who's in your contact list. So your invites are people you actually know. If you have their phone number in your phone, you are able to invite them directly. You get 2 invites once you get on there, so you can spread the love. But what do I think of Clubhouse so far? What I've noticed is once you get on there and over the initial confusion of what's going on, if you haven't done any research, I jumped in blindly. I basically just heard about it. I got an invite the next day, so I decided to hop on there and try it out without even knowing what it was, the basis of it. So I got in there, kind of flailed around blindly, jumped into some rooms, and I had no idea what was going on. And, over the next day or so, I kind of figured it all out, listened to a podcast or read a blog article about it and kind of, put 2 and 2 together. They do have newbies for Clubhouse rooms so that when you get in there, you can jump in one of those rooms, ask questions, hear about it. It's really different, and it's something that we haven't seen before. Nothing is recorded unless, of course, there are certain rooms where you will see that it is being recorded. But typically, nothing's recorded. Everything's live. People schedule rooms and talks. Think of it as just like a giant TED Talk or a giant community and lots of conversation. There's a lot of FOMO action with Clubhouse. If you do get notifications, you could turn those off or leave them on. if you get a notification and maybe you missed it and the room is closed or the talk is over, that's it. You've missed it. But I have found that there are ways to make genuine, real, lots of connections on Clubhouse, and you connect with people. You can connect your Instagram and your Twitter bios. Those are the only clickable links that are in your Clubhouse bio. So what people are doing is connecting on those other apps within the DMs. So I have seen a lot of collaboration, a lot of people, even gaining work from Clubhouse when you drop in someone's DMs, say, hey, I found you in this room, really enjoyed your talk. And people are starting to connect that way. And I find it super interesting. I think it's got a lot of potential. I'm hoping it rolls out to lots of people here shortly in the Android community, because it's going to be super valuable as long as it sticks around. You can actually curate your feed and curate what rooms pop up based on who you follow. So if you find that, some things are popping up that you're not too into and you're like, how did I get on this side of Clubhouse? Just go through, see who the moderators are, unfollow them if you're finding that you're not liking the content or liking the rooms that they pop in, because whatever rooms they pop in, those are the rooms that are going to pop up on your feed. So yeah, that is my brief synopsis of Clubhouse and what I've seen so far. So far, I am loving it. There's a lot of valuable information and connections to be had. So if you are an iOS or Apple user, I would recommend to go ahead and download the app, see if anybody is on there, see if you have friends on there, if they can shoot you an invite, and go ahead and get in while it is good. All right, that is my tip for today. I will see you next time. Thanks for listening to Coffee Powered Systems. You can find links to everything mentioned in the episode down in the show notes or on the website at mirandamerton.com. If you enjoyed this episode and would love to continue mastering your workflows and processes, subscribe on your favorite podcast player and join me here next time.